Just do that. Somebody's in here already. Good morning. Good morning, Don Schonger, who's first. He's the fastest Cheap Freight Hauler channel member, Wheel Burner channel member. Good morning, guys. It is Sunday. I feel like crap. So excuse my appearance, but it's like that. That's how I feel. I'm all snuggled up in warm clothes and my hat, and Dee Dee's getting on my nerves, and we're having coffee. You know, because I like to keep it real, so it is what it is. I think I'm hungover from Wheel Burners Live last night. That's what it is. Great show, by the way, Wheel Burner. When the conversation gets going, man, everybody gets fired up, man. I know you weren't probably expecting that, but it was good because it got Post-Trip out of the woodwork, which I've been missing him, and I've been wondering how he was and where he's been. So I was glad to see him pop up and jump in. I haven't seen Post-Trip around, and since I think he was on my live last time. Thank you, Robert. Oh, you are so sweet. 70 degrees in Georgia, just saying. Yeah, it's not cold here today. Can you hear my voice? Like I woke up with a dry throat. Yeah, right. It was real bad, like sandpaper, like really dry. So I was like, oh, dang it. So I got up. I made some lemon zinger herbal tea to get some heat and some kind of wetness in my throat because it was that bad. It feels like there's a ball of sandpaper on this side of my throat, and the rest of my throat felt so dry, like just to swallow, like it hurt really bad. So I started some herbal tea to get some heat and some liquid. And then I was feeling kind of icky. So I was rummaging the house for medicine. And, you know, we're not medicine, like over-the-counter medicine people in this house, so we really don't have a whole lot. But I texted Faith, she's downstairs, and I was like, do we have anything for pain in this house? So she happened to have some tablets that were some Tylenol, cold and flu. And so I went downstairs, I got that, I took some of that. I made myself a protein shake with my Kachava, which I've told you guys several times before about that. It's got tons of superfoods in it. So I put that in there. I put a scoop of protein, and I put a scoop of athletic greens in there, which is all green superfoods. Threw that in there. Took a super krill supplement, which is the fish oils. And I put a scoop of collagen in there, right? Made a breakfast shake. Shook that up really good. Threw some ice in there. Made it awesome. I threw that down. So I just power dosed with some superfoods. And then I made a cup of coffee. And so now I'm on my second cup of coffee. And I started to go live earlier, so I apologize if somebody popped in and then lost me. I had to check on the babies and everybody first. So that's what I've done this morning. So I'm going through these waves like 5 minutes. I feel super tired. the next 5 minutes. I feel absolutely fine. I'm feeling a little bit of mucus trying to happen back there, but we got some Ricola sugar freeze. And then CJ, my sweet son, went and got me this and this morning to help me out in case I need it. Where's the ball? Where's the ball? What'd you do with it? Dee Dee has been extremely, oh, she's got it, extremely energetic this morning. Good morning. And so it is, in fact, Sunday. The baby is still in the hospital. I'm expecting an update as soon as I can get a hold of her. Faith and CJ are off helping their little brother fix a car, the solenoid in his car. Faith's a mechanic like that. That's the pregnant one that was on with me yesterday, my youngest. Okay. They're off going to go fix a car right away this morning so he can get to work. And then I just checked on Eden. She's the one that's due any minute with my first biological granddaughter, baby number 2 of 3. She is went to emergency last night. She got checked out. Everything seems to be good. Her fluid levels, her amniotic fluids are a little bit normal or a little bit lower, but a normal lower. So I don't think they're going to do the emergency birth tomorrow. It's still up in the air. But from what ER said, she seems to be okay. They're a little bit lower than they'd like to see them, but she's still in the normal range. So that's good news. Yeah. And then I wake up with sandpaper in my throat. So shut up. And this thing, bananas today. Go. Where's your ball? Where's your ball? It's ball. Chase ball, chase kitty, bark. She's full of energy today. So whatever energy I'm lacking, she's got it over here. So we're going to be playing fetch while I'm talking, okay? Chief Ray Holler Channel members in the house, and Robert with the sweet compliments. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Even if you're lying, Robert, I appreciate it. Henry Duncan is in the house. Good morning. Shut up. Gosh, Dee. I'm about to lock her up. Go Phoenix is in the house saying good morning. Sent me some cool pictures this morning of the caves, by the way. Thank you, Go Phoenix. Fate Truckin' is in the house. Hey, Fate, I got a pumpkin roll with your name on it. So I need you to get your address to DIY so I know where to send it. It's in all these pumpkin rolls I'm speaking of are already made and already in the freezer and waiting for shipment. So I'm just trying to get everybody's addresses together so I could go FedEx them all out. So Fate, Grandma, my mother, she does want you to get one since you were so kind to talk to her. Where's it at, Dee Dee? She's yeah. Hey, excuse me. I can't even. She's gonna get me nuts. Just a second. Where's your ball? Come here. Come here, love. Come here. Go eat your food. Okay. Sorry about that. Had to contain the beast. Tyke Truckin says, get some Scottish medicine whiskey. Yeah, you know what? I know I've done that before. It's amazing how that can kick everything right out of your system. Tyke Truckin is also a member, by the way, if I didn't mention that. Aaron Petticourt is in the house saying good morning. Will Burner says, Robert, I was going to say a couple of good shots of bourbon would tune her in, but whiskey will work as well. Alfalfa is in the house saying, good morning. Listened to live yesterday while driving, praying for your family. I like to drink lemon juice and honey. Yeah, so I did the lemon tea this morning because I am a big fan of lemon. It is so fantastic for so many reasons. And I do have lemon juice in the refrigerator, so I can make some lemon water after this coffee. But we got the lemon, honey, Dayquil. Chances of this having real lemon and honey in it are probably very slim, so whatever. And Gold Phoenix says, the dog just wants to be loved. I know. Like, she's high maintenance. She wants to play. It's all innocent. Her little heart. She's got this big little heart. She just wants to play and she wants attention. And first thing in the morning, like, it's like, open the eyes, let's play. Play. So she found the ball. She wants to play fetch, but the problem is she knows I'm live, right? She's smart, and so she's gonna bark at me, and I know that's annoying for you guys. So, and it's gotten on my nerves. So let's just be peaceful. Like, I'm trying to chill right now with y'all. Tyke Truckin says, it's whiskey from Scotland. Everywhere else, it's whiskey. Scots is the best. Scottish whiskey. Got it. He says, I ain't lying, dear. I love your... Robert, your way of saying things. Truckin' with... Oh, Kiersey's back in with us this morning. Good morning, Kiersey. Thank you for coming in to have some coffee with me. I'm having a rough day today, but I appreciate you. I love when the ladies come in here and join us. So I appreciate you, Kiersey. I've been watching you for a long time, and I love your show. I love your personality. I love your brains because you're very smart and skilled, and I'm intrigued by the fact that you've been training for a long time, like Gold Phoenix, right? Kudos to you guys. Kiersey's a lot of fun, guys. Check out her channel. But she's very serious about professionalism. And that's what I love about her, amongst other things. Because she's also a cutie, and she's also got the cutest freaking giggle I've ever heard. So sometimes I'm just like, it just makes you smile, right? She says, oh no, keep the snow there, but be safe. Yeah, it's raining here in Michigan today. So it's a gray day. My truck is still in the shop, obviously, because it's the weekend. They're going to receive a part that they need to fix, which is under warranty. And I got a little bit of oil leaking on a hose that connects to the high pressure fuel pump, and that they've discovered while doing my PM. So they've ordered the part from the Cummins shop, and they're going to get it in tomorrow, and then they'll finish up my truck. And don't think it sounds like we're going to be having emergency delivery on the baby girl tomorrow. So my plan is to I'm going to try out some power only things for the first time and see how that goes. So I'm kind of excited about trying something different like that. We're going to see what happens, but I'm going to stick around because the baby girl's coming within the next 10 days. So yeah, Truman H is in the house. Truman, I haven't seen you in a long time around here. Thanks for coming back in, though. Good morning. I worked local October and onto November when strike settled, had to go back OTR. Okay. I'm not sure where I worked local October. Okay. Are you talking about I'm not sure what strike you're talking about. See, I'm in Michigan, so when people say strike, I automatically think our auto workers. Alfalfa says gray and rainy in Peoria, Illinois. Alfalfa, that's the same weather we got here. Wheelburner says, Shannon, thanks for coming in last night and reaching out to Jeff for me. That was very gracious of him to take time out of his Saturday night. Yeah, he was busy with his family, setting up the Christmas tree and all that. And I kind of coerced him into rethinking that. He goes, you can handle it. I said, yeah, but you're the professor and I'm the student and you're the most honored guest. So, he kind of wanted to talk to you. And so I said, just pray about it. Right. So when I said that, I think that urged Jeff to hop in there. He jumped in the chat. It was very gracious of him. So yeah, that was pretty cool. I just, because of our technical difficulties, I was just decided that I was going to just sit there and be an ornament and smile and nod. So, Tyke Truckin says, I need to trim my beard or I'll end up looking like a wheel burner. Hey, I say for all you bearded guys, if we're going to do the charity drive again, get growing. Okay, that'll make it much more fun for me to be trying to urge people, you're going to shave that sucker off for $1 amount and we're going to raise some good charity money. So just let it go. Be free with the beardness and be ready. It might irritate you until then, but come spring here, we're going to probably do what we did last year and we're going to generate some dollars for the shavings. That was so much fun for me. I almost got Wheelburner to do his eyebrows. We were this close, guys. But we did do pretty good. So thank you to everybody who contributed and participated and also put their beards on the altar for the cause. Appreciate that. That was something that Wheelburner had started, and I just try to jump in and be the cheerleader because that's what I'm good at. And we made a nice dent in that sucker, man. We raised almost $8,000. So we're gonna do that again. So it's gonna be beard shaving and whatever else you're willing to throw on the table to shave off for certain dollars amounts. We're gonna drive it. We're gonna drive it like our trucks. Goldfinny says she's definitely been doing it longer than me. Yeah, he's talking about Kirsty. Yep. Robert says, Wheelburner twins, toothless bastards with long beards. Jerome Jones, channel members in the house, saying good morning. Truman says he was local in Flint auto strike. Okay. That's kind of what I thought you were talking about. I just wanted to make sure. Recycled Hooligan is in the house checking in. Appreciate you guys. How are you doing, Recycled Hooligan? Recycled Hooligan doesn't know, but he's about to gain about 10 pounds as soon as he receives his pumpkin roll. Just saying. But it's going to be the happiest 10 pounds you ever gained. I'm going to tell you. So I'm sorry to talk about pumpkin rolls, but I got to say this just to tease you a little bit. So I threw this at Mom this morning. I said, Mom, these guys really love these pumpkin rolls so much. I said, but one of our guys doesn't like pumpkin. And so I said, what are the chances you could make that same cake roll, but perhaps make it strawberry cake or chocolate cake, like a little Debbie Swiss roll type deal? And so I've laid the challenge on the table. And she's like, oh, yeah, I can do that. I'm like, Wheelburner. If that is the case, Mom's going to try this. And we're going to send it to you. Since you're the one who is hates pumpkin. So would you prefer to try strawberry? God, can you imagine the strawberry? No, you can't yet, but you will. Or would you prefer the chocolate? Let me know what your preference would be. Now, she does the pumpkin in in the spirit of the season, right, for fall. And that's why it's always been pumpkin, but she's down to experiment, right, and try a strawberry or chocolate. Chocolate. Num, num, num. Okay. Wheelburner will be the recipient of her first chocolate roll. I'm going to ask you to do a reaction video because this is something that I don't think she's tried before, so you got it. Don says, "Can I buy one of the next batch?" Yeah, you can buy one. You can buy one, or I can send you. I'm willing to send some minis for free samples. Just because you guys are in my chat and you're my supporters, I'm okay with that. I do pay Mom for the pumpkin rolls, which is fine. It's the holidays. I love to give back to you guys, so it's fine. If anybody is like wanting one that I haven't listed or said or volunteered to get one or something, please let me know that you're interested and I'll make it happen. I think I'm up to like 10 of them now. But yeah, we're gonna, and I think, see, to me, I know Gold Phoenix is probably tripping right now because he's sitting here trying to wrap his mind around a chocolate or a strawberry after what he's just tasted. And I am too. So I'm thinking, dude, strawberry. Holy crap. Right? So I think I'm going to have her do a chocolate for Wheelburner, which I'll probably steal a slice off of. And I'm just saying, I'm just telling you, like, and then the strawberry. And I definitely don't need to eat anymore because I'm telling you, I've probably eaten like half of one myself. And I've definitely put on 10 pounds, which is fine. I'm in my muscle building phase anyway, so I'm not being so hard on myself about the food. I've let myself cheat a little bit, but man, when it came to that pumpkin roll at Thanksgiving, like I kept going back for another piece. And then I kept going back for another piece. And then I kept going back for another piece. And so that's how it is. That's how good they are, you guys. My mom is absolutely in disbelief that you guys are like, you like them so much. I'm like, no, Mom, they're really that good. Like, really. I don't know what she did to the recipe, but I don't remember throughout the history of my life that they've ever been as good as they are now. So I think she just made them with some extra love or something. No, Don, see, the beauty of it is that my mom is retired, so she kind of has nothing else to do except bless people, that's all she does. She just goes and spreads love and joy throughout the world. And if she finds somebody that needs a cake or somebody that's sad, and she'll make him a little whatever to cheer him up, like, that's my mom. She helps out the church a lot. Like, so she's more than happy to whip another one up. I'll just add it to the list, cash up her the money like normal. Boom, it's a done deal. Recycled Hooligan comes out with the update. He says, I'm doing okay, counting my blessings. Okay, that's good to hear. Gold Phoenix says, I'd pick strawberry just because I'm already walking chocolate. Okay. But can you imagine the taste, Gold Phoenix? Maybe we can get really crazy and have her do like a try flavor. So we get pumpkin on one section, strawberry on one section, like a Neapolitan type deal, right? And then chocolate on the one section. Oh God. The possibilities are endless. I told her, I said, Mom, if you can pull off these strawberry and chocolate ones, like, you could really probably start a little business doing this, and she's like, oh, no. I'm like, no, really. Wheelburner says, oh wait, pimping. Wait, what she said? Take Kelly's in the house. Say pimping your mom's skills out is definitely a good side hustle. Start charging money. Send me an order form. I'm not pimping, because if I were pimping, then I would be either taking all the money or taking some of the money. That's not the case. Like, my mom, loves to just she's that lady, right? She's that lady. So she's thrilled because somebody loves her cooking. She's excited about blessing people. And, she should be paid for her time because she does put some time into these things. They're it's a big cake. Like if you can imagine a little Debbie Swiss roll with like 5 times the cream inside, that's way better than what little Debbie makes, but it's like this giant. This is what we're talking about. I would easily price this thing at $35. She charges me 25, and I know it probably takes her like 3 hours to make one, right? Um, so they're well worth $35. I mean, you can ask Old Phoenix. He already said he would pay a lot. So if that's, she likes it, it throws her a couple extra dollars. You guys have the best thing you've probably ever tasted in a long time for the holiday season, right? It's a treat you can share with your family. I'm just saying. I'm not really trying to make money off of it because it's my mom, that's my mom's deal. Dee Dee is on one. Tyke Truckin says, Wheelburner Express, num num, you fat bastard. Wheelburner says, every damn time I decided to be gracious and go out and spread joy across the world, I ended up with another daughter. I had to stop. It was getting expensive. Yeah, it's a different kind of way, right? Dee Dee, zip it. The cats are taunting her. That's the cats. When they know she's contained, they're like, ha, 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 ha. We have 3 cats, and Dee Dee doesn't even know what to think. Like she wants to play with them, but they're like hissing at her, and they'll sit right in front of her and stare at her. And then she's barking, and it's wild. Will Burner says, I'm okay with that, Robert. Recycled Hooligan says, tell your mama thank you for me. Been watching the mail, patiently waiting. I haven't sent them yet, Recycled Hooligan, and the reason is just because the way, like I came home Thursday night. I had to take the truck. I had to drop the truck off to the shop Thursday night. Friday, I woke up. My kids had to go to work, so I didn't have any transportation to go to the shipping office and whatnot. I had to order a couple more to add on to that too. So I told mom about that. Saturday we had the baby shower. That took up the whole day. And then I got on live with you yesterday. Went to the baby shower. We got home and we were wiped out after that. Like we had lots of stuff to unpack and all of that. And it was already evening. We didn't get done with the baby shower till like 5. So that ate up that day. And then today's Sunday, so I can't do a whole lot today except start getting them ready. I have to make a run to Walmart so I can get the freezer packs because they are frozen, the ones I have. And they will be sent frozen. And so they're delicious if you eat them frozen too, by the way. And you can keep them forever, keep them frozen. For those of you that want to watch your waistline, good luck though, because you're going to want to eat them. But anyway, so I want to send them FedEx or UPS, probably FedEx, and send them frozen to you so that they stay fresh and you can take them right from the front doorstep and put them in the freezer, or you can set them out and eat them up, whatever it is. So because of my schedule, I have not, once I go, I'm taking the whole load and boom, we're going to send them all out. And that's why I'm trying to gather all the information. So, I can just knock it out in one visit because my truck's going to be ready. And then I got to get back to work. I got a week of work to try to nail down. And then the next baby's being born. My daughter, my granddaughter from my middle daughter. Yeah. When I told you guys these girls were 8 weeks apart, you see how fast it's going. So good news is that was the last baby shower. No more baby showers. Now it's just my granddaughter's going to be born. And then we got Christmas and my birthday's all both at the same time. And then February, the last baby boy is going to be born, and then we're done with that. So I have to make it through all this stuff and try to cover my business bills. So, and make myself a little money. Holy crap. So don't watch yet. I will let you know when shipping has occurred. Okay. If that's fair, because I don't want nobody to be having anxiety over it. Cause like, it's not here yet. Let me tell you, like, okay, they've gone out, be looking for them. I'll tell you when that's going to happen. That should be any day because I'd like to get them sent off by Monday. I know Sterling has been patiently waiting for his 2 as well. But if I can get all that done Monday while my truck's getting done, because I really don't know if they're going to have my truck done Monday. I just know they're getting the part, but they should, because I don't think it's that involved of a process to change a hose. But so I got to get up early. My mom's coming to get me. We're going to the Secretary of State. I got to handle some title paperwork for my RV. And then she'll bring in the rest of the pumpkin rolls. And then we're going to go down there and ship them all. Stop at Walmart, get the freezer packs or whatever. However, we're going to do that. I might get those today, get them frozen. You get it. But that's the plan. Will Burner says, Julian, if I know there's a chocolate roll on its way in the mail, I will mug the mailman before he makes it to my door. Yeah, I think that's the solution, Wheel Burner, because I felt really bad because you weren't going to be able to take part in the pumpkin roll. So I was like, okay, because I'm a problem solver, right? I'm like, what if? And I'm like, hey, Mom, do you think you can do that? She's like, yeah, I think I can do that. She said, we'll try it. We'll see what happens. Because the thing is, the cake, the pumpkin roll is a more of a denser cake, like a coffee cake or a carrot cake, or like maybe, it's like that. It's a denser type of cake because it rolls. So I'm concerned about chocolate cake, which probably could easily be done with more of a fudgy brownie texture cake. But the strawberry cake is actually cake. But if there's anybody that can figure it out, it's my mom. So she's got a challenge on her hands. Truman says, trying to stay keto, you're killing me. Hey, Truman, me too. Like it's the holidays, man. I've already cheated up. I've already put a little extra 10 pounds of winter insulation on. It's okay because I know I can lose it, but I've allowed it because my God, I've been fasting so hard. I've been so hard on my diet this year. Like I'm at the point where I'm going to let myself have a break. Doesn't mean I'm going to sugar out because sugar's still bad for you and it still makes you feel like crap. So I'm not trying to mess up all the metabolic work that I've done, that I fixed my hormones and fixed my metabolism and got out of my insulin resistance. I'm not trying to ruin that. I probably did for, Thanksgiving that day, but it's nothing my body can't bounce back out of. Goldfinny says I would literally go bankrupt buying those things. Snorlord is in the house saying good morning and hello Snorlord. He's got one coming to his house too, and they might not even want it because they're on their health kick too. But the good thing about it is I figured Snorlord would be like, yeah, I'm not trying to eat that stuff, and I'd have to talk him into it and say, okay, look. You can put this in the freezer and you can literally treat it like cheesecake and shave little pieces off if you think you can be in control and have one once in a while. Or, maybe the kids will want to tear into it, whatever. So, if Snorlord doesn't want his, he's welcome to auction it off to the highest bidder. We're not going to be mad at him. But he's getting one just because, Snorlord is my safety manager, and he looks out for me. And I think if they do decide to cheat one day and try some, it will make them very happy. Recycled Hooligan says, no problem, do what you got to do. I understand you're busy. And Snorlord says, the raccoons on my porch love pumpkin rolls. Whatever. If I have to tell my mom that you fed it to the raccoons, I don't think mom's gonna like that, Snorler. I'm just saying. Steve says, happy Sunday from Kansas City. How is it out there in Kansas City, Steve? What's the weather like out there? For some reason, that's been on my brain. I probably heard some scary news report, and I've been like, seems like I have a couple of guys out there. I wonder what's going on. Will Burner says, I'm driving through Toronto right now and literally starving to death. Can we please change the subject to get off the cake topic? Okay. Let's get back to coffee. Today, I'm drinking some cinnamon almond, something that Faith has here. It's really good. Jeremy Griggs is in the house. Says, hey, I hit a deer at St. Louis, took out my truck. Oh no, Jeremy. When was that? Was that today? Was it yesterday? How bad is it? Oh my gosh, you got to tell me more information on that, please. David Edwards says, morning all, please say an unspoken request prayer for my family. You got it, David. And let me ask the same for mine. Like I've already explained at the beginning what's going on here, and it's a lot. And so, yeah. But yes, David, no problem. You got it. Jeremy says, okay, David. David says it's foggy in Ohio. Russell Freight Services says I was in KC. It's cold. David said foggy. Okay. Gold Phoenix says it's lovely in Missouri today. About to go act a fool in Springfield. You should stop and see Snorlord. You should stop and see Snorler, Go Phoenix. They're over there. I mean, I know it's Sunday. He always has a busy family day on Sunday, but you're right there, bro. You could meet up. Steve says not bad. Rain yesterday, cloudy and 37. Yeah, that seems to be what's going on. That's what it looks like out here. Jeremy says yesterday hit my truck from the side. High deer took out the fuel tank. That's a weird noise. From the high side, hit my truck from the high side. Deer took out the fuel tank. Oh my gosh. So did it get a hole in it? Did it leak? Did it cause you to crash? Huge. You must have been in Michigan. Were you in Michigan? Because we have huge deer here. Chris is in the house, my adventures channel. 49 degrees, windy here in Sparta, Kentucky. Okay, that's warm. Big Rig CEO is in the house saying good morning from Missouri. Are you not working weekends anymore? Seems like it, right? Not lately. Last weekend I was home for Thanksgiving. And then I was going to get my truck in for a PM then, but it couldn't work out. So I went ahead and made the appointment for Friday morning for this weekend. And I had a baby shower this weekend. So I'm trying to work-life balance my family time. Okay. So that's why I'm home. And then coincidentally, in about 10 days, we got the next baby coming. So yeah, December is going to be looking like that for me. I'm going to stick around here. I'm going to actually try some power only this next week. So that's going to be an adventure. We're going to see if I can stick around. And make a good week, or at least a semi-good week, so I can be around when it's time to go to the hospital. Because my plan is to watch. I made it for the first one being born, and I want to make it for the second one, and then I want to make it in February for the third one. Then we should be done. Knock on wood. Whaleburner says, hopefully you're unhurt and nobody else was hurt, Jeremy. Yeah, I want to know about that. Yeah, leak, no crash, got it back to the yard. Oh, good. No fire. Good. Did you throw the deer on the back? I mean, that's good eating, bro. Gold Phoenix says, those aren't deer in Michigan. They're grown men. They're horses, right? Our deer are as big as horses, the good ones. We do have a lot of deer hunting going on, but yeah, if you go up in the UP, you're going to see horsey-sized deer. They, who knows? They could be crossed with the mooses. Moose, meese, the plural of moose. Because, you get up in the upper states over there, New York and Maine and Vermont and all that, in Canada, and there's moose signs of moose crossings. So I've often wondered that, like, I wonder if they've cross-mated, because our deer are huge. When their mating season is, right, when they're running, it's a deal up here. Like, you're seeing hamburger everywhere, like a crazy amount of deer hamburger. And it's a shame, because I wish we could eat that roadkill, but it's ridiculous. And so I always try to invent the solution to that problem, Big Rick says, family is what it's all about. Congrats. Call me if you need help with power only. Okay. Yeah, I might have a question or two for you. I can't remember if I got your phone number or not, Big Rig. But if you want, you can email it to me. And my email address is, do I have it on the banner? I'm going to sneeze. Here's my email address. Okay. Dudes, I'm fighting. I've told you, I haven't been sick in years. Like, I couldn't remember the last time I was sick. This is turning into feeling like an itchy, cold, weird thingy. I'm feeling a little nose running trying to happen and all that. But I'm going to stay medicated and full of good superfood nutrients, and we're going to battle it out. No, oh God. Ricola. Okay. There is my email address. Big Rig. Oh, you just put it on the screen. Okay. I'm going to type it in here. Thank you for blessing me, David, for my sneeze. Let me save Big Rig's phone number right now. 1417. I'm really shocked that I'm getting under the weather, because I'm calling you, Big Rig. It's ringing. Gotta make sure Big Rig's not giving me the fake number. Hello?
Yeah.
Okay. This is the right one?
Oh, hey.
Hey.
Why does it say Faith?
That's my daughter.
Oh, I'm like, who the hell's calling me?
Yeah,
I hear you, and it's like it's from the live feed right to you, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? And then it hit me. Oh, no, you're actually calling me. Yes, this is my business line.
Okay.
I never given it up. Just don't hand it out to, spammers.
No, I won't. But, yeah, so my caller ID says my daughter's name because it's her T-Mobile account.
Oh, good. Good for you. Hey,
So.
What are your questions about power only? I do it every day, so.
Well, I don't have any right now, because I'm going to go ahead and finish the live stream, but I just want to call you, make sure this was your number before I save it, so I can call you.
Yeah, of course. Why would I give you a fake number?
Because I'm just being a stinker. I'm just messing around on the live. So.
And by the way, that cold business is going around.
Yeah.
There's some weird, and you got to watch, because in Missouri they were talking about it turning into pneumonia, especially in little children. So if you're going to be around your grandkids, no kisses.
Yeah, so that's what has happened, and I think that's how I got it, was because I babysat the brand new baby on Thanksgiving weekend, and now he's in the hospital in intensive care with RSV, right?
Oh, wow.
So I think that's what happened.
I want to cut you short. My broker's calling.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. I'm going to finish the live anyway. Sorry, bye.
All right, bye.
Big Rig CEO live. He's working out there. Yes, he is still doing power only, Jerome. I'm assuming, because he just told me that if I had any questions that I could call him. Okay. So, Wilburner says in northern Canada, our deer are the size of moose, or our moose are the size of elephants. If you hit a full-grown male moose, you will kill your truck and the moose, and you'll probably walk away with a limp. Yeah. When I was up there in the East Coast, like up north in Maine and all that, I was constantly like, my eyes were just. And I think being from Michigan, like, we have to drive like that all the time. We have to look for deer all the time because we have so many up here. Big Rig CEO says, I had one of your Michigan deer do $15,000 in damage and truck down for 21 days last May. Oh my God. David Edwards says, I've only got one deer so far this year. I haven't gotten any. Praise the Lord. I don't want to get any deer. I've never gotten a deer, as a matter of fact. Tank Kelly Trucking, here's an announcement. He says, I joined the fasting cult since I've been listening to you chatting about it. Now I'm like one of those vegan dorks. I tell everybody in the room what I'm doing. Right. It happens. Because, you know, it's okay, Tank, because people need to be aware. It needs to be something that we are talking about. Because we're certainly going to talk about some great pizza that we had somewhere or whatever, or pumpkin rolls, right? So why not be able to talk about healthy choices too? And it gets people thinking about it, gets people talking about it. And it makes it a common thing. So it's not weird, right? Like we all need to get on the level that we need to encourage each other to eat better and be healthier. So there's nothing wrong with that. It's funny though. It does that to everybody because you start feeling so good. Like you just don't want to stay quiet about it. Right. Steve Indy 86 is in the house saying, I heard Springfield is getting a Buc-ee's. Springfield, Missouri. I wonder if Snorler's going to go there and visit it. Tank Kelly says it is a Michigan. Is it a Michigan thing to think when you pass roadkill, like I should stop and grab that? I'm just asking. Well, you know, you think, damn, look at how many steaks are right there, right? But you can't obviously, because there's a certain way a deer has to be killed to keep the meat good. And that's the shame, because so many die on the side of the road. And it literally could feed families for winters. So it's a bummer. But yeah, I think about it. And it probably is a Michigan thing because we love venison. I mean, who doesn't love venison, right? David says, depends on the freshness at Tank. Yeah, I mean, you know, you can't tell me that anytime a man bags a deer hits a deer by accident, it seems like the I can't think of the word. The natural instinct of the man's going to be like, oh, kill. I just got to kill. Like, wonder if I could keep that food, right? The hunting thing, right? It would seem like it to me anyway. What do I know? David says, if you watch it happen, game on in my book. See, so to me, because I don't know enough about, I know that a deer you have to watch out for what might be damaged internally. That's about as far as I know. Because I'm a girl and I don't hunt and I don't know all that. But let's just say, if you just like, this deer just ran into your truck and he got knocked out, right? Like there's a whole deer sitting there that's edible. At least you're going to think it. It's going to run across your mind. So then you would take your screwdriver and jump out and stab it and kill it. And then there you go. Throw it on back of the truck. You got a rack. That's one I think you can claim. Other than that, I don't know. You got to be a hunter to know that kind of stuff. Brick Pig is in the house saying, speaking of hamburger, $6.99 a pound on the frosty northern Wyoming. I think that's what I pay for my burger. my grass-fed, grass-finished burger that I get from Butcherbox. Got a great discount for you guys. If you want to try that program out, you get like $50 off for your first order of meat. I religiously buy it from there. That is straight from farmers who grass feed and grass finish their beef and have healthy animals. The link is in every description of my video. Not this one yet, but it will be because I always copy and paste it later. But if you use my link, you get a great discount on your first order of some delicious, amazing meat. And I think that's what I pay for that burger. Let me see. I can tell you. You can get like Burger for Life, where they give you a free ground beef for a year, 2 pounds of 100% grass-fed, grass-finished beef in every order for a whole year. They do got good deals. Let me see if we can shop. Ground beef right here. So if you get $85.15, beef. They got some ribeyes that will flip your lid. The chicken's amazing. Totally different texture than what you think, like than what you get in the store. It is absolutely crazy, the difference. Bacon. Bacon is fantastic. Where's the burger? Proceed to checkout. I don't think that's a bad price if you're getting the good meat. If that's just for the junky stuff, though, Yeah. Okay. Anyways, waste of time. I got to do all this extra stuff. I know it's high, big rig pig, but I think that's just what's happening to meat lately. You know, Truman says I'm putting big rig number on every truck stop bathroom wall. Oh man, my chat just jumped. I just showed like 2 comments and it went to like 15. Okay, Truman says, I'm putting Big Rig's number on every truck stop bathroom wall from Detroit to Memphis. David's laughing. Gold Phoenix says, I've hit 5 deer so far. Thank God for deer guards. One of them busted my radar on my old truck. Yeah, I've been thinking about that. I've been thinking about, like, should I get one of those deer guards? I think the one I looked at is probably going to cost anywhere from between $1,100 to $1,500. And of course, it's going to pay for itself if I do, in fact, hit a deer. So it's on the list of things to think about. David says, I was actually hunting with a bow and arrow. Yeah, I wish I could do that. I think still that it's the, I know women hunt, but it's not my gig, dude. I love that about men, that they're hunter-gatherers and all of that. Recycled Hooligan says, Alabama deer are different. They charge vehicles here, daring you to run them over. The deers here are really dumb. They're big and dumb. I guess they get blinded by the headlights. Snorlord says fasting is power. Yes, it is. Amen to that. It totally is. Jerome Jones says the only power only I do now is Amazon and sometimes UPS. Yeah, so I'm going to dabble, Jerome. Maybe you can give me some just suggestions or something like that. I'm going to dabble in it and see how it works because it's something I haven't done. I used to run that freight, of course, with JB Hunt intermodal trailers. So I've got that much experience in it. I just haven't tried it yet since I've been on the spot market. So I'm kind of excited about trying something new. Of course, I'll, keep you posted. And Gold Phoenix says Springfield is definitely getting one close to the TA. Oh, the Buc-ee's. Snorlord says strengthens mind, body, and spirit. It absolutely does. And I think that's what inspires people to start telling people about what they're doing because it's so good. You just want to share it with everybody. Like, oh my gosh. Because you never realize how your body is designed to heal itself and to be so strong and feel so good until you get it clean. And so once you get to talking about it, once you start learning all these wonderful things about how powerful the human body is and in your mind and your spirit and all that, like you just start telling people about it. Come on, what it says. I run deer whistles, never had a problem, knock on wood. Yeah, I often wonder if those really actually work, Like I've tried them before. And I don't know. I put them on my very first Freightliner when I was teaming because we were scared of, hitting a deer. And we ended up hitting a deer anyways. I wasn't driving. My partner was, but we still got one, and it was in Michigan. Truckers Anonymous is in the house saying good morning, everybody. Sterling Wheel Channel members in the house saying good morning, kids. Good morning, Sterling. Come on, what it says, West Virginia, #1 deer strike by vehicle state. Oh, that's interesting. West Virginia wasn't even on my list. I think PA is #2. Okay. Look at Bill coming in with the facts. It's good to see you in here, Bill. I don't feel like I've seen you in here in a long time. David Edwards says doe meat is way better than buck meat. Hey, I don't care. I'm not discriminatory. If it's deer meat, I'll take some. Thank you. Yes, sir. I'll have another. The kids are back from fixing the car. Did you get it fixed?
We didn't get it fixed because we got to jack up the car and it's wet and rainy.
Oh, it's rainy and wet, and they got to jack up the car and all that, so they didn't do it. Will Burner says, I'm not thinking about picking up the deer for free meat. I'd be too busy crying over the damage to my truck, right? 6 for Tyrone says in the house saying, good morning, I'm late. It's okay. I was late starting. No worries. I'm feeling on the rough side of wonderful today, you guys. But hey, we still got to drink some coffee in the morning, try to fix it. So Snorlord says some states you got to get the deer tested and it has to be gutted and kept cold until processing. Keeping roadkill has its challenges. Yeah. There's that, right? That's it's a risky business. So, it's just sometimes you're just like, crap. Okay, keep going. Come on, what it says, maybe call the local game warden. Yeah, I feel like I've heard something in the past, like you're not supposed to take them. But, I'm really not any kind of an expert or even a half-wit on the thing. But yeah, because I'm from Michigan, do we think about it? Of course we do. Recycled Hooligan says, and here in Alabama, we have random cows wandering around. Not uncommon to see a cow in the road. Yeah, I've thought about that too. Mostly in Wyoming and Nevada, I think, was where I was thinking about that. 6 Summer Tyrannus says, I'm not going to admit to eating roadkill, but I pulled the back strap out of a freshly killed deer. Okay. Yeah, I mean, come on, when it says the tire treads act like as a tenderizer. The truth comes out. Tank says, now we're stabbing dead animals with screwdrivers. Don't mess with the Michigan women, I guess. I'm not saying I've done it, but I've seen it done. Let's put it that way. Okay. Wheelburner says, agreed, Tank. The minute she jumps out with a screwdriver, I'm gone. Sterling Wheel Channel member in the house with the super chat this morning for 420. Thank you very much, Mr. Red Lady. Deer guards are worth every dime. Okay. Yeah, it's on the list along with the new stereo system. Come on, what it says, if you have a couple screws loose, it might be a welcome sight. That's for Wheelburner. 6 Tyrannus says, when Flint becomes Detroit. Flint is underrated as far as that goes. I mean, everybody talks about Detroit, but just so you know, Flint's bigger. Detroit's got a lot more industrial stuff going on. But as far as crime rate, and I'm not trying to brag about this, but I think if we're not neck and neck, we might be a smidge ahead because of our poverty situation. Doesn't really matter. Okay. Point is, you can shake them both up in a bag. Just saying. And it's not going to be any difference. Come on, what it says. If you have a couple. Oh, I read that. 6 says Shannon's got a shiv. Who was teasing me about shanking people? I think it was Wheelburner. I think it was Wheelburner that started saying something about like, don't cross me or I'll shank you. I'm not that, but come on, what it says. I ran some holiday UPS loads back in the day. Yeah, I did too, and I enjoyed it because it's hustling, man. I lost a lot of weight doing that job. It was great, actually. You know what's funny? Let me tell you guys a little story. So let's talk about UPS. So the girls were still home. So it was just me and the girls. I had just left my job at Chrysler Engineering in the headquarters building in Auburn Hills down there. And I left that job and I got the job at UPS before I left Chrysler. And I had put on some weight being at Chrysler because it has the best cafeteria with every international food you could want. And you're sitting in a cubicle all day. And the job, we worked in a very stressful department, which was the electrical engineering department at Chrysler. Anyway, I put on a few pounds during that job. And so, of course, I was dying to get out of the cubicle and get out and do something active. So I was able to land the holiday position there at UPS. I literally went in my business clothes with my high heels on to the job interview for UPS. And they were like, well, when would you have time to interview? And I said, right now. And he's like, oh, okay, because we need to get in the truck and, you need to shift and all this other stuff. I said, I'm cool, right? I had my high heels on. I got in that truck and I nailed it with high heels on. The guy was so, like, he couldn't believe it. He was like, I can't believe this. I've never had anybody like drive the truck with high heels on before. And so that's how I got my job at UPS. So I worked that season, made some very good relationships there, was hoping to get a permanent position, but it doesn't work like that. So that was my stint at UPS. But I was like, yeah, I did that. I was shifting and I had my high heels on in my, when I was in a little dress, like, didn't even matter. But the guy just couldn't believe it. It was just so funny. Rick Pickett says, how much Java does that mug of yours hold? A half gallon? Yeah, it's a big one, ain't it? It holds a lot of coffee. With both feet is in the house. Says good morning. Everybody jump over and hit the like if you would for me here. It looks like we got a good number in here. If you haven't hit the like on the way in, please just punch it real quick. With both feet says good morning. Hope all is well. Just the downtime from hitting a deer could be disastrous. Right. Any downtime. Like I'm down. I had to turn in. I worked Thursday. I did a shorty, so I earned some money for the day. And then I turned in the truck that night so they could pull it in for the appointment Friday morning. I expected to have it back Saturday, right, at the latest, or even Friday afternoon. Well, they found a part that they had to replace, so they ordered the part Saturday. Now they're still going to have my truck till Monday. And all I turned it in for was a DOT and a PM. So, but I'm glad they checked it out. I'm glad we found there was just a small oil seepage going on. They decided to replace it. It's on the warranty. But that's why I'm still home. And I didn't expect to be home this long. So, yeah. Try not to bounce off the walls. I'm trying to soak in everything and be present. And I am. And, I've been FaceTiming the girls a lot. We had the baby shower yesterday. I can't go up to the hospital to see the baby because obviously he's sick. And then now I'm getting this weird stuff. So I'm staying away from the grandkids. But yeah, everything's okay. We're going to get that baby out of the hospital. All they're trying to do now is make sure he's healed. And they're weaning him off of the oxygen hoses that they got in his nose. They're trying to wean him off the oxygen. They have to do it slowly to make sure that he can breathe on his own. But yeah, please keep us in your prayers. We're fighting colds or whatever this nasty is going on. David Edwards says, Snorlord, I sent you an email for your information. Come on, what it says. What's the car problem? What year is that car? Do you remember?
What car?
The one that you're trying to fix.
My truck?
No, the car.
Oh, 2000 Buick LeSabre.
2000 Buick LeSabre. Beautiful car. It's got that 3800 motor in it. And what happened? Can you tell me what happened to it again? Did it just stall out?
Yeah, it's the EVAP vent solenoid.
This is my kid. She says, yeah, it's the EVAP. No, it's okay. I'm just proud of your answer because you're a boss. Say it again. It's the EVAP. Vax-solenoid. Listen to Faith. As pregnant as she is. She's just like, yeah, it's that. Y'all probably know what she's talking about. I don't. She just spits it out. But that's what's going on with it. Does it have any codes? It's an old car. Does it have any lights on? Hold on. She's indisposed at the moment. We're going to give her a chance to handle her business, and then she'll come out and talk to us. Gold Phoenix says, you at least need an X guard for peace of mind. Yeah. Yeah, because I got a pretty chrome grill on that front of that truck. So, come on, what it says, deer whistles, 33 years, and no deer strikes. Okay. I'll give him another chance. Maybe I'll put 15 on there this time. I don't know. That would give me peace of mind. More than 2. Because like in the pack, they come with like 2 or 4. They're about $10 on Amazon. Yeah, I can order them today. As a matter of fact, and have them ready for when I get the truck back. RGB channel members in the house saying good morning. Gasman channel members in the house saying howdy, folks. They're asking about the car.
It's a EVAP vent solenoid.
So what's it doing? And does it have any codes they want to know?
That's the code. It's 449 or 440.
There you go.
One of the two.
There you go. There's the code.
And then just a pain in the butt because no one wants to do it.
Yeah, no one wants to do it. Other than the pregnant lady. That's mine. Right? You get how that works. You see where that comes from? David Edwards says, "Hey Shannon, can I get a Go Blue?" Yeah, Go Blue. I think they lost.
No, they won.
Did they win? Okay.
Michigan.
I didn't watch it. No, Jeff was watching it. I was hanging out with Wheelburner last night because he was having a live party. So while the game was going on, like I was hanging out there, and apparently it gave me a hangover this morning. So I did miss the game. But yeah, Go Blue, always. T-Bone is finally here. We can get started now. Good morning, T-Bone. I think I got your address, T-Bone. So you know. I wish I had my laptop. This one's a little slow. God, I got to catch up. Okay, I'm going to zip through, you guys. I got to catch up. Oh my gosh, look at all this. I did not. T-Bone, Wheelburner saying hi. Truman, got not a shiv. It's a gangbanger. Come on, what it says. I just did UPS terminal to terminal drop and hook power only 53 dry several times. I ain't unloaded nothing. Yeah, I don't mind dropping hooks. Like I'm a runner, man. I can drop and hook, like, because that's what I did at JB Hunt, man. I was a boss. I mean, I was just banging them out. So maybe I can exercise that muscle again and see what it does for us. Sterling says, Mr. Red Lady says, don't forget to hit the like button. It keeps our coffee warm. Thank you very much, you guys. Gasman says, the steam is still coming up off the carcass. It's fair game, right? Come on, what it said. I hit the like. Thank you. I had a dream last night that I had ran over a barbed wire fence at a TA, and the employees came running out, and I was like, bye. Okay. Breaking the law. Ted Kelly says, I heard that in Ontario, it's a requirement to wear high heels while taking your CDL test. Yeah, that's funny. Now, just so you know, that UPS seasonal job does not require you to have a CDLA. You only have to have a chauffeur's license. And so I only had a chauffeur's license. So I did not go through CDL class to learn how to shift the truck. Like, I got in that thing and I was on my own life experience. So I'm proud of myself for that. I don't even know if I've told my kids that story, but it's fun. Tank says, I heard that in Ontario, it's oh, I got that one. Come on, what it says, lungs are the last thing that develops in a baby. Yeah. Right. That's why he's in the hospital. 6 number Tyrannus says, yeah, that's a good V6. Yeah, we know. Like, it's an amazing car. It just hasn't been maintained. So she's starting to puke because she's telling us, like, and it's not been maintained because it's been passed through the family. And so now it's
passed through people that don't like to fix their cars.
Yeah.
Me, I never have an issue.
Yeah.
Anytime there's something wrong, it's fixed.
If that car was still here, it would have been, it'd be in tip-top shape.
It was my car to begin with, and now look at where it's at. So
it is bless somebody else.
Yes.
But we're gonna have to help push it along a little bit so we can keep it in the family. Wheelburner says, Tank Kelly Trucking, it's now switched to flip-flops. You no longer required to wear high heels. Come on, what it says, code PO 440.
Yeah. Either that or 449. One of the two. There's 449 and 440 popping up.
Mr. Red Lady says, home is needed. We're hiding from the world. Had a nice day at the hot springs yesterday. Oh, good.
Oh, I wish.
Yeah, they live out. They get to do like
Colorado.
No, they're in Nevada. Oh. Remember where I showed you the video? That Sterling. Yeah. He was him. That's who's talking. I showed her. I went over the video with her so she could meet you guys like that and see the cool video that you did of me out there.
That was badass.
Yes, he's very talented. Wheelburner Express says you're guaranteed to pass if you can come up with steel-toed flip-flops. T-Bone says, no Wheelburner steel-toed Crocs. Somebody will come up with that. You just watch. to scroll down in the chat. This is where ideas happen in Shannon Thomas Trucking's lives. I'm just saying, we invent things over here. Okay, here we go. Here's come on, what it says. EVAP system has 4 or 5. Oh, this is so slow.
Don't be hating.
EVAP system has 4 or 5 main parts: gas cap, purge valve, charcoal canister, vent valve. Also, gas tank or hoses can leak.
Yeah, the gas cap has always been an issue since I've had it. The purge valve, I thought that's what we were replacing, which was right by the engine, which is 3 little clips. And that's not what we're doing because that's not what we got. And then the vent valve we're going to do first. And then if it's the purge valve, then we're going to do that. But the gas cap, it's probably leaking. It's
you
not
might
my
just
problem,
want to
but
do all of those things. So,
well,
it doesn't look like they're
someone
expensive.
that doesn't have all that money. So
If I need to help out, let me know. Like we need to get them. We need to get them straight. That's the main thing.
that's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
I already paid for the parts. I just need to get someone to put them on.
Okay. Yeah. Where's the garage friends when you need them? You know, it's tough for us over here.
They don't want to do it. And that's where they're at.
And you're going to ask, hey, what about the husbands? Don't they work on cars? The answer is no. None of my son-in-laws are mechanical types. My daughters are more.
CJ is.
Especially
She's
her.
just not in the mood for it.
And CJ's bougie is not in the mood. Like, oh, excuse us. Like, is anyone ever in the mood to fix the car? Gasman says, I was up in Grand Rapids area recently, Shannon. Walker, I think, like it up there. Oh, yeah, Michigan's a beautiful place, especially Grand Rapids. Wheelburner says, steel-toed Crocs is so 90s. T-Bone. T-Bone says, roll tide. Come on, what it says, running sea foam in the oil and gas can help keep these clean, but they will fail eventually. You got that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Gold Phoenix says, what's a good steakhouse in Springfield? I really want steak. Oh, God, this is such a Snorlord comment. Okay. Snorlord told me a tale of this place that is I believe, a Japanese steakhouse there.
You're talking about Michigan.
No, he's in Missouri.
Oh.
He's in Snorlord's town. I wish, I don't know if is Snorlord still in here. But I made him like promise to take me there with him and Mrs. A, his wife, next time I'm out there. But he's the one. He needs to tell you, because he said that is the place to go out there. Sterling says, check all the lines before replacing the solenoid.
The ones that are in the back or the ones that are in... He's got a intake manifold leak too, really bad. Like really bad. It just needs to be.
That's serious.
But we just need to get it running so we're not taking him to work. Because
we need to get it in the shop and let him fix all that stuff.
Tow it tomorrow. Don't say no. Tow it where? I don't know.
We need a mechanic who's trustworthy in Flint who can get this car in here to get it done. Okay. So, come on, what it says. I only run 2 deer whistles, one on each side each side of top of the hood. So up there on the very, very top, Recycled Hooligan says, with deer guards, you can mount fog lights. If you've not thought about that, I have fog lights built in. Trucking with T-Bone says, I almost hit a small buck Friday afternoon. I'll post a short in a bit. Almost hit it? Did you tap him or did you just like he was coming at you and you avoided it? With both feet says, good car though. I have a Buick Regal GS and a Park Avenue Ultra at the moment. Yeah, like this, like they've tried to get rid of this car, and I'm like, no, you're not. Like you guys don't understand. That's a good car. Like that's a good like
a lot.
long times. No, I read all those.
These ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's stalling. It wants to turn over, but it's not. So we replaced the alternator, but it's not.
Oh, I missed that one.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, come on with it. I
Once
missed a
fix
couple
it.
of your comments.
Look at the drive cycle for her. Yeah, it's popping up like 4 codes. And hey, Dan. Sorry, Mom missed a lot. She's blaming it on the computer, but
It's me, obviously. What's he say? Every time I see Faithy, I can't believe she's wearing more than just a diaper. Yeah,
I'm about to be back in them, so
she's got a bun in the oven now. He says the catalytic converter could be stopped up if it's the one from the factory.
Probably. Follow directions.
You have to take it through a complete drive cycle and follow the directions as close as reasonable, and you'll be fine.
Sorry. The hoses and connections look good and no cracks. Probably okay.
Sean Hunter's in the house saying try Church and Sons. I forgot about Church.
I think it is the vacuum and the intake is leaking coolant pretty bad.
Oh,
But I got it fixed. I got the gasket, either the lower manifold or the upper, when I had the car, and I tried to look for the part, and they're saying I never purchased it, which is a lie because I know I fixed everything on the
we
car.
should take it there. He's right. To Church and Sons. I forgot about them.
I just, no place is open. I was going to get a tow today, but.
Tomorrow. Sean, thank you for reminding me of that. Like, they fixed my Jeep probably twice, and they did a good job. I forgot all about them.
He's funny.
Who?
And they just lie. If it's a female going in there to a mechanic, they just lie. I've had it happen to me so many times, and it ticks me off.
That's why you got to have me or Dree, somebody who's knowledgeable.
Well, Drew's just not so he don't want to fix on it. So
He don't have to fix it. I just need him to go in there and show up with you. It's terrible, you guys. Like, believe me. I've had mechanics try to tell me that my radiator hose on my 1985 Cutlass Supreme Oldsmobile was a foreign hose that had to be ordered from Germany. Like, they will, just because you're a girl, they will try to get
or
over
they
on
charge
you.
the old ladies like $1,000 to do brakes and brake pads.
It's terrible. So
It's sad.
Yeah.
And it's easy.
Mr. Red Lady says Birkenstock makes a steel toe clog, but the Crocs don't officially make one.
Birkenstocks.
Sterling's got the education on the Crocs the flip flop.
I think I'm pulling the cord.
Come on with it. It says if those hoses and connections look good, no cracks, you're probably okay. Smoke test to find the leak.
I already read that one.
What's the intake? What is the intake leaking? Coolant. Come on, what it says vacuum. Vacuum test? Is that what he means?
You can do this.
Yeah, help me, dude.
Double finger it. Scroll down.
Okay. Oh, come on, what it says vacuum, that could cause some issues. Mr. Red Lady says Flint mechanics only know how to remove contraband from cars, not fix them. Intake vacuum leak can mess up a ton of things. Fix that first. Okay. You know how to check for vacuum leaks? You can YouTube that because YouTube is a university.
I watch everything on YouTube. I do it myself.
Okay. David says, I love working on my 99 Jeep. Good, David. Do you do any work on a 2002 Jeep? Because I got one that needs some work, bro.
No.
Let me know if you're interested.
Get rid of it.
Sean Hunter says, you're welcome. Come
Who's
on,
that?
what it says. He's the one that reminded me of Church and Sons.
Who's that?
Oh, that's Bill. Come on, what it is his channel. Bill knows everything. like a lot of these guys know everything. So
if he could afford to trade it in and afford it, then
I wouldn't trade it in. There's no car payment on it, bro. I would just that's a beautiful car. It's still in excellent shape. Bill says I could fix it in a couple days. Yeah, well, I wish you were in Michigan, Bill. You know what I'm saying? What? With both feet says the upper intakes leak often. Also check the coolant bypass tube to the belt tensioner. Those are common coolant leaks. Okay. We're going to have to, after this chat, we're going to have to write down all this stuff. Dan Rumble says, don't take it to Hoover's on Fenton Road. They're notorious shysters. I don't like any of the places on Fenton Road. David Edwards says, what is the issue? You'll have to go back, David. We went over all that already a little while ago here. Recycled Hooligan says, if it's leaking coolant, could have some freeze plugs missing. No, it's not like that. It's leaking it into the manifold, she said. Okay. Wow. I caught up on comments. So that's what's going on. We got a lot going on around here. So this is the car that's been passed from one daughter to the next and now to their younger brother, who is not my child. He's their dad's child. So they try to look out for him because their dad passed away. So he's about 19 years old. And so the car has finally made it to him, and he's kind of like lacking the skills of any skills. So Faith is the next one up in line to look after him. And so since she passed the car to him, now all of a sudden he calls them and he's like, oh, the car won't start and I can't get to work. And he's got rent to pay and all that. So that's kind of how all this came up. Not that anybody cares, but thank you for your help. Thank you so much for your help, you guys. You're awesome. It's nice to at least have somebody to bounce this off of and get an idea. But yeah, my girl's on it. And I'm just trying to feel better, bro. Like I am. I'm trying not to feel bad, and I'm trying to feel better than I feel. I'm going to stay in my jammies today, probably like right on this couch, be a couch potato, and drink a lot of hot fluids. I cannot remember the last time I was sick, and I'm teetering right now. This whole thing started with just a very dry, sore throat last night while I was sleeping, and then woke up this morning the same way. Once I got up and got some fluids in my throat, some warm fluids, I've been fine. Today, though, yesterday was fine. Whatever it was fine. I was great for the day. I was great for the baby shower. The same phenomena happened today, and I get up and I literally had to wake up my daughter and like, do you have any medicine? I was feeling crappy. Not sick, not achy, not flu-like. Just like my throat hurts so bad, right? So then I started the teetering thing, like, oh, I feel like crap. I'm all right. No, I don't think I really don't feel good. 10 minutes later, I'm like, I'm feeling pretty good. I guess, it's all right. So I'm going through all of that. So that's my day. No, I do not take flu shots. Head gasket? I don't know. She said she's got the gasket, so that's probably what's good. The car just needs some major. It's time for the TLC tune-up. I'm sure it needs new plugs, wires, all that business. Come on, what it said, it could be a gasket issue, or the threads of the intake bolts could be encroaching into a water passage in the head. Okay, sealant on the threads and gaskets should fix. Yeah, it needs a good once over. I'm not into these vaccines. Not. I tend to try to heal things with food. For the most part. Sometimes you need a little help from something over the counter, but I'm hitting the food. Like I just blasted my body with superfoods. So I did it yesterday and I've done it this morning. And so now it's fluids and I'll do another health shake to blast it again. And we should be able to kick it out before it can take any kind of control over me completely. Because as soon as my truck's done tomorrow, I gotta go get some work done. That's just flat out how it is. So I've got to kick this thing's butt today. That's the plan. With Both Feet says, I missed what you said about power only. If you wanted to talk about what has worked for me, get in touch. Okay, With Both Feet. I didn't know you were doing that too. Yeah, I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to give it a whirl. I'm going to see what I can come up with out there with the power only. So I'm leaving my trailer parked. Because I got to kick around the house, right? So I got to try to make something work locally for a little bit. And I think that's how the rest of my month might be working. So it might be a tough month, but I'm going to try to maximize and do what I can. So it's a new adventure. Okay. That's the plan. So yeah, but thank you for that. I'll email you with Both Feet. Okay. And I'll just give you my number. Alfalfa says, I believe David Edwards is inquiring about the Jeep. This is an awesome community of people. Yeah, it always is. And that's why I just want you guys to know, like, I appreciate every single one of you guys for hanging out with me and always offering your support and your love and your freaking awesome jokes. I love the sense of humor in here. Come on, when it says if it's pushing out of the overflow tank, could be radiator cap or thermostat stuck shut. She seems to know like it's the solenoid and then it's got the leak. And I already know it needs new plugs and wires. But right, there's a punch list now, right? We have to check all those things. Scorpion Trucker is in the house saying, hey, sister. My phone's blowing up for some reason. Just tuning in. Sorry to hear that you're teetering. Hope you kick it fast. Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm punching it like really hard. Dan says, come to Virginia Beach for vacation. There's 2 extra bedrooms here. She's about to have that baby. And it's tough when you have to stick around. It's tough for me because I'm not used to it yet. So this is probably a good growth exercise for me career-wise to figure out if I can be profitable and run around. And there's nobody, as far as what I understand, is better at it than my mentor and my business partner, Jeffrey Lake. So I'm sure he will be able to offer me some great advice. Matter of fact, he's the one that suggested it. So I'm like, yeah, I'm down. I'm down to try anything. So, and this is like something I haven't delved into before. So, hey, why not? So if I can work, get home when I need to real fast, jump back out to work, right? That's how my month's going to be. So, we're going to try and make it happen. Bill says if thermostat is stuck shut, upper hose, hot bottom hose, cold after warming up. There's so many notes that we have to take off of this chat, Bill. Thank you so much. She's going to rock it. She'll just go through it. Upper intake is easy. Lower intake is pretty big job. Good to know which one you need. So I think she's talking about the upper intake. Scorpion Trucker. Good Lord. I guess these are all YouTube notifications. Sorry about that, guys. Garlic can really help at this stage. I take garlic every single day. I'm a big fan of garlic. So take these little gel caps. Now, what I will say is I got some fresh garlic in the fridge. So I'll put it on some food and I'll get some freshy in there. I always feel like that's the most powerful, but I do take the garlic oil capsules every single day. And I think that's what's been, I can attribute, like, I haven't been sick in so long. This is kind of taking me by surprise. But the nasty has been going around to like a lot of people. And you guys know I've been sitting here like, I'm not getting sick at all. You know, I've been around so much and I haven't gotten sick. And I've been really surprised. So maybe it's just my turn finally. But yeah, garlic is definitely a winner in my regimen of weapons. Dan says, don't forget to exercise your butt off to go along with the superfoods. Yeah, not today. I'm kind of probably just going to rest and sit on the couch. I hate to say it, but it's true. I do a lot of exercise when we're working and stuff like that. I'm just not feeling it, you know. Bill says, if I lived there, this would all already been fixed. Thank you so much, Bill. You're so sweet. I know. Like, I wish y'all lived in my neighborhood. Take Truckin' says, here's a riddle for you. If a centipede a cupful, how much would a precipice? I don't even know. I'm trying to make sense of that, Robert. I don't know. I can't make sense of what it's actually. I mean, I get it. It's a pity joke. I'm just trying to grammatically make sense of it. Bill Phoenix says, seems I get sick when I go to New England. Every time I've gone up there this year, I caught something. I mean, I've been everywhere and not caught nothing because I really have a healthy lifestyle that involves a lot of superfoods and fasting and all the good healthy habits. So I feel like that I've been bulletproof. But this time, it finally caught up with me. Try some black elderberry vitamins. We do have I have some elderberry for tea. Some actual dried elderberries. So I'll probably make some hot tea in a little bit and have me a couple of cups of those. And honestly, I'll probably be fine tomorrow after I drink that, Sean. That stuff is powerful. So, Tyke says, answer a sheer drop. Yeah. All right. I love you guys. My eyes are starting to water. I got to blow my nose. Like, I'm getting there, man. Pray for me. I love you. Thank you for coming in to have coffee with me today. I'm sorry I'm a mess, but I didn't want to let you down. And have a great day. Be safe out there. And I'll keep you posted. Okay. Please pray for my family. I'm going to pray for yours. We're going to make it. We're going to get through it. Go get money. I'll probably put up an update tomorrow because they're going to call me and tell me that my truck's ready. I hope. That's the plan. But I don't want to do this in front of you. So peace out, guys. Careful. Love you. Thank you. Hit the like. Toodles. And thank you for your help, everybody.